If you're an interior designer who's tired of switching between multiple softwares to get one design project done, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving into Foyr Neo, an all-in-one platform where you can draw 2D plans, build 3D spaces, furnish them with a massive furniture library, and create photorealistic renders, all without the need of a high-end PC. It's cloud-based, fast, and surprisingly intuitive. From compact rooms to expansive interiors, Foyr Neo lets you bring your visions to life quickly and seamlessly all in one place. Let's explore this and see why it is becoming a favorite for all the interior designers today. I'm Salman, an architect and illustrator. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell icon for notification. So let's get started. You can access Foyr Neo from the link in the description. This will give you a 14-day free trial to try all the features. This is what the homepage of Foyr Neo looks like, and this platform comes with a 14-day free trial. We have some examples of renders created with this platform. Apart from that, Foyr uses AI in different use cases, like producing conceptual design ideas from prompts with Ideate AI, post-production of images to add, remove, or replace, or the AI Assistant, which is a chat box that can assist in making the drafting process much more efficient. Foyr's AI View is a revolutionizing tool that can help designers visualize their ideas in a far more engaging way and present to their clients. So let's jump in and try these tools. You can click this button on top and that will open a pop-up from where we can create an account or login. Once we log in, this is what the dashboard of Foyr looks like. The dashboard has a very simple interface. We can add folders to our project from this button, create a new project from the button below, or we can access the projects that we previously created using these thumbnails. We have options to switch language. Right next to it, we have the mood board. Foyr Mood Board is a custom-made tool for architects and designers, and this can be used to produce mood boards for your projects in no time. When we switch to the left side, we have the Projects tab, and down below, we have the Inspiration tab. And it has a wide variety of options, ranging from living rooms, kitchens, bathrooms, and more. What's even more interesting, these are not just images, but all of these are custom projects, and we can also select and shortlist them to use in projects of our own. Right below, we have the gallery. We also have an AI design feature, and this can be used to generate concept images within minutes. And we have Foyr services, and this option can be used to hire Foyr experts to handle your designs for you. Let's now head back to the projects page and start creating our first project. You can name your project and click Start to begin. This is what the canvas of Foyr looks like, and it's pretty straightforward. We have grids or the canvas on which we draw the floor plans, and these grids are to scale. On top, we have the wall option, which we can select and draw the wall. You can use your left mouse button to do this, and as we draw, this turns out as one single continuous wall. It automatically produces dimensions as we draw, and we can select a wall and drag it to change the thickness using these arrows. We can simply drag a wall, and that adjusts the overall plan and the dimensions associated. We have the room option, and this creates a rectangle. We can type in the width and height to customize it. We can upload floor plans from the local drive using this option, and this allows PNG or JPEG files. You can also use Foyr services to hire designers to get your floor plan traced for you. On the top, we have the ruler option, and this can be used to create dimensions. Under the file dropdown, we have the options to adjust the units. We can use this option to download a floor plan as a PNG image. Moreover, we have the Settings tab, which allows us to customize our drafting experience. We can adjust the wall thickness, snapping, and dimension options using the settings. In case you want to upload an image, you can do that using this option. Under the Export 2D plans, we have the option to export a floor plan or export an elevation. Foyr Neo gives us the option to add materials to the floor plan. Elements like compass, lines, and shapes can also be added. The text tool allows us to add headings, subheadings, and labels. Click Export Now when you're done, and this will open the sheet settings. In this page, we can add a title to the drawing, set the sheet size, and also the scale of the drawing. Adjust the orientation and click Download. This will create your Foyr drawing in a DXF format that can be opened in AutoCAD or any major CAD softwares. We can also save this as a view, so we don't have to set it again, and the elevation view automatically creates an elevation for us to download. The 2D option allows us to switch between 3 modes. When we switch to 3D, we can see that all the walls that we produce are simultaneously created as a 3D model. We can use the left mouse button to rotate the model, and as we do, the walls in front of the viewing angle are automatically hidden. This can save us a lot of time when we're working on larger models, and we don't have to hide them manually. We can use the right mouse button to pan through the model, and the scroll wheel can be used to zoom in or zoom out. Let's now create an actual design project to understand all these tools better. For this demonstration, I will be creating a living room with a kitchen and an island counter in the middle. We can start by using the room tool to create the outline of the room. On the left side, we have different tools with a wide range of elements that can be used in the design. Let's take a look at the catalog, and here we have different furniture elements categorized on the room typologies. We can select the type of room that we want, and inside we have subcategories of furnitures. All of these are neatly categorized, making it really easy for us to access and add into the model. To add a component, all we have to do is to just drag and drop it into the canvas. Right now, I'm looking for a door opening, so let's search for that. We have them in multiple styles, sizes and variations, and I'm going to drag and drop my selection into the model. This will seamlessly create a wall opening. Similarly, let's look for a window opening, select a component and add it into the model. This is a very simple drag and drop process, and we can adjust the dimensions by selecting the component and using the toolbar on the right side. Switch to 3D to take a look at all these elements in the room. We can resize these components by selecting them and using the resize option on top. The next category on the left side is kitchen, and this is a dedicated toolbar for all kinds of kitchen components and accessories. We can browse through different kinds of components in various styles and materials to add into our design. Or even better, the next tab is the inspiration. Inside this, we can look for the specific room type that we're designing, select the different products that we want to use, and shortlist them. These will then appear in the shortlist toolbar on the left side. Once again, these are categorized on the room typology. From that, we can simply drag and drop them into the design. I'm starting with the sink cabinet and a solid cube for the corner. It's easier to arrange these components on the 2D view first before jumping to 3D. The resize and rotate option on the top can be used to make adjustments on these components. We can switch to 3D and use the resize option to adjust the heights of the components. Let's add a gas range with an oven in the middle. Ctrl+C can be used to duplicate these components and creating a copy. On the space on the far end of the kitchen, let's add a tall cabinet with closed doors. With the base cabinets done, let's now add a backsplash to the kitchen, and we can do that by searching the same in catalog. I've chosen these white tiles and resized them to fit on the wall. Let's add some accessories like spice jar from the shortlist. Next up, we need a chimney to add on the wall. Foyr has neatly categorized all the appliances to be used in the kitchen, and it's extremely easy for us to access. Let's add a few more small appliances from the catalog. Once done, let's add the top cabinets that we shortlisted. We have some nicely modeled corner units on the catalog, so let's add them into the design. Let's switch to the 2D view and add an island counter in front of the kitchen. We have island counters in multiple sizes in the catalog, and I've selected one based on my design. We can pair this with 3 bar stools. Similarly, let's look for curtains to add on the windows. I've chosen this one with a pelmet for the design. The island counter needs a nice pendant light on the ceiling, so let's look for the sink. We can adjust the position of the light by rotating to the side view. Following the same technique, I'm looking for different accessories to add life into the model. I've added kettles, small hob top, plants and accessories. Adding accessories at relevant places gives a lively feeling to your design, and your renders will also look good as well. With the kitchen now looking neat and finished, let's jump to the 2D view and start creating the living space. I've chosen an L corner sofa to add on this wall. We can duplicate the curtains for this window and resize them to fit. We have quite some options for the carpet, and I've chosen this oval rug. Search for center tables, and I've got this freeform coffee table. For the TV wall, I'm looking to add a console design and a tall unit with shelves on the right side. We don't have to worry about the textures and finishes at this point because all of these can be customized later. Let's add a TV on the wall to finish this unit. While switching between 2D and 3D, you might also notice this pop-up, and this gives you 3 options to optimize your model. You can select these based on your computer specifications, so Foyr Neo works across different kinds of PC. Let's add some accessories on the wall of the living room. We have multiple frames, artifacts, and murals to add on the wall. We can add more accessories on the shelves of the TV unit to make them more lively. It's extremely time-saving to have all the components in one place, whether it's small or large, and it really helps us focus on the design. Changing textures on the components is pretty simple. Just select the component, choose Edit on top, switch to the Textures category and select Edit Texture. Select the part of the design where you want to change the textures and this will open the texture toolbar. Just like all the tools in Foyr, this toolbar is neatly categorized as well and we can browse between hundreds of textures. Select the texture you want and it gets applied to the component. We can also adjust the properties of the textures from the toolbar on the right side. This makes it really simple to adjust the textures and it reduces the number of clicks that we have to make for this process. We can also select the component and use the replace option on the right side to make these changes. This way, we can adjust the textures of all the components in the model in a matter of minutes. We also have ready-made ceiling components on the catalog, so added that into the design. The same case with lighting fixtures. These can be added in a few clicks. Like the other rendering softwares, we don't need to know a lot of settings or make a lot of adjustments to get a good render in Foyr. With all the elements added, let's now jump into the rendering part. Choose Take Render option on the top right and this will open the render settings. Let's zoom in to the angle from where we want to take the render. Choose the clip view on top and this will create a clipping. We can adjust that as per our preference and we can also choose the aspect ratio of the render using the option next to it. The camera height and field of view can also be adjusted for the best angles. We have presets for lighting on the left side and we can choose between different environments that are visible outside the window. Adjusting the sunlight is very simplified as well using the circle on the bottom right. Just move it around for the best lighting. We have more advanced settings under the product lighting category and from this we can adjust the intensity of the exterior lighting. Once you're happy with that, make sure to save the view from the option on the top right. Before taking the actual render, we can create a preview to see if all the settings work well. This will take about a minute and create a thumbnail preview for the render. You can make any small adjustments or tweaks based on this preview. Similarly, I want to create multiple views across the design to show all the components and elements. I've saved all these views before creating the render. Now, let's jump to the first view to take the render. Click Take Render and this will open a pop-up where you can choose the resolution of the render. Each resolution will require a specific number of credits as mentioned below. You will also have infos regarding the view that we've set in case we have any issues to resolve. Let's choose 2K and click Render. The render process happens in the cloud and is displayed on the gallery. No more waiting time for the render and we can continue working on the model simultaneously. I've chosen to render all the views simultaneously, so all of these are queued in the process. And we can look at the progress from the gallery option on the bottom left. I'll head back to the gallery tab from the dashboard and from here we can have a look at all the renders. The render quality is pretty good considering the time that we spent in creating the model and a render. It has automatically created the lighting for the scene as well as the properties of the material. Let's see how to create a walkthrough animation in Foyr Neo. This page will give us the details about the walkthrough. The number of credits required for the walkthrough is based on the density of the model and the final usage will be shown before rendering. Click Proceed and this will show us different cameras from which the walkthrough will start. We can edit, remove or add cameras as per our preference. We can also choose the starting point for the camera. Click Preview to see the angles in the model. Once you're happy with that, click Generate to create it. The time taken will be based on the complexity of your model and will be notified once done. We have the walkthrough, so let's take a look at it. The quality of the walkthrough looks great and we can pan through the views using the mouse. We can move between different points in the model and the camera points are mentioned in the plan view. And that is how we can efficiently create 3D models, renders and walkthroughs using Foyr Neo. So that was it from the walkthrough of Foyr Neo. This platform can be ideal for interior design students and professionals to bring your ideas to life. Check out the link in the description to get your 14-day free trial today. I hope you liked this video and if you did, please hit that like button and share this with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram and the handle is right here. I'll see you on the next one.